Hey guys, Simon here from Place and Fact. Pack your bags. We're about to explore some interesting facts from around the world that will totally surprise you. Buckle up and let's go. Number 1, Mexico. Just outside Mexico City, there's an ancient mystery waiting to be explored, Teotihuacan. This city, built over 2,000 years ago, was once home to one of the most powerful civilizations in Mesoamerica. But here's the twist, we still don't know who built it. At the heart of this lost metropolis stand two massive pyramids, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. The Pyramid of the Sun is one of the largest in the world, towering at 65 meters, 213 feet, that's like stacking 20 stories of mystery on top of each other. Meanwhile, the Pyramid of the Moon offers a breathtaking view of the entire ancient city. Walking down the Avenue of the Dead, you can't help but wonder, what happened to the people of Teotihuacan? A vanished civilization, colossal pyramids, and endless secrets, this is history at its most fascinating. Number 2, Paris, France. Let me ask you something, how many stop signs do you think there are in Paris? Go on, take a wild guess. You're probably thinking dozens, maybe even hundreds, right? Well, hold on to your croissants because the answer is just one. Yes, you heard that right, there's only one stop sign in the entire city. Unbelievable, right? Now, before you imagine Parisian drivers in complete chaos, here's the cool part. The city uses roundabouts and traffic lights to keep everything flowing smoothly. It's almost like Paris has its own elegant dance, where cars swirl around instead of stopping and starting. The one lonely stop sign? It's chilling by the Seine, quietly doing its job like the last of its kind. Next time you're in Paris, challenge yourself to find it. Just imagine, a city of millions with only one stop sign makes you see traffic in a whole new light, huh? Number 3, Japan. Here's a question to get your brain ticking, what do you think there's more of in Japan, children or pets? Go ahead, take a guess. If you said kids, you're in for a surprise. There are actually more pets than children in Japan. Yep, you heard that right. In fact, there are millions more furry companions than tiny humans running around. Now, how wild is that? Japan is a nation that really loves its pets, and with a declining birth rate, it seems like people are opting for four-legged friends instead of strollers. You'll find pampered pooches in strollers, cats with their own Instagram accounts, and pet cafes all over the country. It's like a paradise for animal lovers. So next time you're thinking about Japan, don't just picture sushi and temples, picture an adorable nation where pets reign supreme. Who would have thought Japan would be home to more wagging tails than baby giggles? Number 4, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, famous for its beaches, samba, and that giant statue of Christ. But did you know the name actually means River of January? Here's the kicker, Rio doesn't even have a river. Confused? Don't worry, you're not alone. So, how did this happen? Well, back in January of 1502, when Portuguese explorers first stumbled upon the bay, they thought they'd discovered the mouth of a massive river. Oops, turns out, it was just a really big bay, Guanabara Bay, to be exact. But by then, the name Rio de Janeiro had already stuck, and no one bothered to change it. Classic mix-up, right? So, Rio de Janeiro is really the River of January, with no river. Next time you relax on the beaches of Rio de Janeiro, just remember, this city has a name rooted in one of history's coolest geography blunders. Number 5, Italy. Did you know that Italy holds an incredible secret? It's not just the birthplace of pizza or the land of dreamy landscapes. Italy actually has the most masterpieces per square mile in the world. Yep, that's right. This country is so jam-packed with art, it's like an open-air museum. Picture this, you're strolling through the streets of Florence, and suddenly you're face-to-face with a Michelangelo or a Botticelli. It's almost impossible to walk anywhere without bumping into some of the greatest works of art ever created. From the ceilings of the Sistine Chapel to hidden gems tucked away in small towns, Italy is a treasure chest waiting to be explored. But here's the real question, how many masterpieces can you spot before your next gelato break? The beauty is everywhere, and it's always just around the corner, waiting to surprise you. So, grab your camera and keep your eyes peeled, Italy's masterpieces might be closer than you think. Number 6, Australia. Ready for a splash of color? Today, we're taking you to Australia, where the land down under is home to the world's most eye-popping lake. No, seriously, it's pink. Say hello to Lake Hillier, the lake that looks like it's straight out of a bubblegum factory. Now, here's the kicker, no one really knows why it's pink. Scientists have a few guesses, like the Dunaliella salina algae or some funky bacteria called halophiles that just love salty water. But the truth? It's still a bit of a mystery. Oh, and don't worry, it's not just for show. The water's perfectly safe to swim in. You might not get magical pink powers, but it's definitely worth taking a picture to capture the moment. So, what do you think? Is Lake Hillier on your travel bucket list yet? Number 7. India. Let's talk about a country that's not only famous for its spices in Bollywood, but also holds a massive global title. Drum roll please. India is the world's largest democracy. And get this, it's home to over 1.4 billion people. That's almost a fifth of the entire world's population. So, how does a country with that many people make decisions? Well, India's got it down to a science. Every 5 years, they hold elections so big. It's like throwing a party for over 900 million voters. It's democracy in full color. But here's where it gets super interesting. India's voters speak over 22 major languages. Imagine having a voting booth where people are casting ballots in all those languages. Talk about diversity. So, what do you think? Could you handle voting in the world's biggest democracy? Number 8. Egypt. Did you know the ancient Egyptians didn't just build pyramids and mummify pharaohs? They were also the original dental hygiene enthusiasts. That's right, the Egyptians actually invented toothpaste. Yep, long before modern-day minty gels, they were getting creative with some interesting ingredients. Imagine this, it's 5,000 years ago, and you're reaching for your morning toothpaste. But instead of a plastic tube, you've got a blend of burnt eggshells, crushed ox hooves, and a sprinkle of pumice stone? Yikes! Ancient toothpaste was less about fresh breath and more about scrubbing away those tough grains of sand from their food. But get this, the Egyptians' odd concoction actually worked. It helped keep their teeth surprisingly clean and protected. So, next time you're brushing your teeth, be glad you don't have to reach for the ox hooves. Thank you, Egyptians. Number 9. China. Ever heard the phrase good fences make good neighbors? Well, how about a Great Wall? Welcome to the Great Wall of China, one of the longest structures ever built, stretching an incredible 21,000 kilometers. Yes, you heard that right, over 13,000 miles. That's like wrapping around the entire globe more than half a time. But wait, this isn't just any wall. Imagine an ancient highway made of bricks and stone, winding through mountains, deserts, and even lush forests. Built over centuries, it's a masterpiece of engineering. You could stroll along it and never run out of sights to see, from watchtowers to beautiful vistas. Now, here's a fun thought. The Great Wall isn't just about keeping enemies out. It's also a symbol of unity and perseverance. So next time you think about walls, remember this gigantic wonder. It's more than a barrier, it's a bridge across history. What's your favorite fact about the Great Wall? Let me know in the comments. Number 10. South Africa. Did you know that South Africa has a bit of a capital city identity crisis? While most countries are content with one capital, South Africa said, why not 3? That's right, South Africa is the only country in the world with 3 capital cities. Each one serves a different purpose, which keeps things interesting. First, we've got Pretoria, the executive capital, home to the president and the government's big decision makers. Then there's Bloemfontein, the judicial capital, where the courts keep everyone in check. And finally, we have Cape Town, the legislative capital, where all the laws are cooked up. It's like South Africa split up the capital city duties to keep things fair and balanced. Genius, right? So, why settle for one when you can have 3? South Africa's trio of capitals is like having a team of superheroes, each with their own unique power. Next time you think of capitals, remember, sometimes, it takes more than one to get the job done. That is the end of this video. If you find the video interesting, then please hit the subscribe button to help me reach 1,000 subscribers. I really hope you feel refreshed and see you very soon next time.